Hello and welcome back to the Foodie Files. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make this amazing chocolate mousse cake. It is so good. So first off, I'm starting by removing the filling from some Oreo cookies. So a lot of mousse cakes would typically use a sponge cake as a base, but I'm lazy, so I'm going to use some cookies as the base, similar to how you would make a cheesecake. So just take a Ziploc bag and place your cookies inside, and then take a rolling pin and just roll it over the bag to crush the cookies. Then take the crushed cookies, put them in a bowl, and we're going to mix the cookies with some melted butter. And once you're done mixing the cookies, you're going to press them down gently at the base of a cake pan. Make sure that you press them down as compactly as possible. And then we're going to take our eggs and we're going to separate the egg yolks. You can reserve the egg whites for another recipe. In this recipe, we're only going to use the egg yolks. Once you've separated your egg yolks, you're going to mix them with some sugar. Some milk and a bit of cream. Mix that well and then transfer that mixture to a pan and then over to the stove to heat up that mixture. You'll see the mixture will be ready once it's a little bit thicker. So as soon as it starts thickening, then you know that your mixture is ready. In the meantime, you're going to take some gelatin powder and some water and then just mix it and set it aside. Then once your mixture is done, you're going to take the gelatin and you're going to put it into your creme and glaze and mix that all together. Then you're going to take some dark chocolate and you're going to chop it up. I didn't need to chop up my white chocolate because I used white chocolate buttons. And then you're going to take half of your creme and glaze and pour it over the dark chocolate and mix that in. So the dark chocolate is going to melt because your creme and glaze is still hot at this point since you've just taken it off the stove. And finally, you're going to look for that nice, silky, smooth texture once it's all mixed in. Then take the other half of your creme and glaze and pour it over your white chocolate. And again, mix until it's silky smooth. And set the chocolate mixtures aside and whip up some cream. Just going to whip it up until you get stiff peaks. So this is the kind of texture that you're looking for in your whipped cream. And then you're going to take half of the whipped cream and mix it in with the dark chocolate mixture. And then you're going to pour that into your pan and then freeze for 1 hour. You're going to take the other half of the whipped cream and fold it into your white chocolate mixture, and then once your dark chocolate mixture has been frozen for an hour, you're going to pour the white chocolate mousse over the dark chocolate mousse. So I repeated this process 2 times because I wanted 4 layers, so 2 dark chocolate layers and 2 white chocolate mousse layers. Then finally, the last layer of the cake, you're going to take some cocoa, some sugar, some cream and some water, and you're going to mix that all together. This is to make a glazing, a chocolate glazing that we're going to pour over our chocolate mousse cake. And you're going to prepare some gelatin as well, and then you're going to take your cocoa mixture, take it over to the stove and heat it up. You will see that it starts to thicken after a while, then you know that it's done. Then you're going to take it off the stove and mix your gelatin, which has set by now, into that cocoa mixture and mix it all together. So this creates a beautiful chocolate glaze, and you're just going to strain it to make sure there are no lumps in your glazing because it's going on top of your cake, so you don't want any lumps on top of the cake. And you're just going to strain that, and then once it's nicely strained and smooth, you're going to pour it over your last layer of your chocolate mousse cake. So by now your cake should have been in the freezer for about a total of 4 hours because there would be 4 layers of chocolate mousse. Just gently roll it around, and then you can decorate the cake however you like. I used edible flowers and some gold glitter, edible gold glitter, over my cake, but you can really do whatever you want with it. And then you want to freeze your cake for at least 4 hours before you take it out and it's ready for you to indulge. So I used a loose base pan here, so I'm just taking it off my cake, and there we go, a beautiful chocolate mousse cake. You guys, I can't even explain to you how incredibly delicious and smooth this cake was. Just so beautiful, so gorgeous. I hope that you try this recipe, and if you do let me know in the comments section down below. And as usual, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Cheers.